Don't allow comfort to cost you your calling. I know you feel good right now. You feel like everything's been on a routine, everything is clicking. You got this, this 1-2 punch. You chilling, you got your feet up and you're relaxing. And I feel like there's a season for relaxing, but comfortability is a silent killer. And it can cost you your life, and it can cost you walking into your purpose and the calling of your life as well, man. So inside this video, I want to tell you just a little bit what that looks like. And if you've realized that you're this person, then something that needs to change. And I want to go ahead and preface this too before we get into this video, man. I'm not saying do not be content. Please do not hear what I'm not saying, because contentment is a beautiful thing. And understand the Lord Jesus, I am so grateful. I'm grateful for everything that God has blessed me with and everything that he has given me now. But when it comes to comfortability, it's some things that you're supposed to be doing and you feel too good in there because you done got this routine, right? You done know everybody at the certain job, you moving and everything just feel very peaceful, chill, and laid back. And I'll just go dive straight into it, right? So there's two different people right now that I just recognize, and you can just either pick which one that you feel like you are, or you could just say, this is not for me. So this person who's comfortable, they have this same daily routine over and over again. They know everybody. They know every single situation. They know what exactly they're going to eat when they get home. They have this set routine, and they have their world in a sense where every Tuesday they do this, every Wednesday do this, every Sunday they go to church, and after that they eat breakfast, right? That's the start of the comfortability. Now, where I feel like where the comfortability starts to harm you in a sense is you are going at this routine and you are seeing different things in your life. You are having certain conversations that are pulling you higher, right? So you start to recognize like, man, okay, I keep hearing this same thing over and over again, right? Whether if it's missions, whether if it's a certain job change, entrepreneurship, people are telling you that you have gifts that's within inside you. You may be getting invited to a certain thing over and over again, and you just ignore it and feel like, man, that's just, whatever, and you keep on doing the daily actions. Or you have an opportunity that opens up, and this is something that you've been truly wanting to do, and you feel like this is something that you've been called to, but you're so comfortable, you feel so good in the season that you're in, the job that you're in, the people that you talk to, the relationships that you have, that you continue to ignore it, and you're blocking that thing off. You understand what I'm saying? Like you're constantly blocking it off. You don't want nothing to do with it. You may hear it, but you just feel so good with the things that you're doing now, you're oblivious to it. Okay? And then after that, you're either the man who is walking into something and you are purposeful and you're doing everything that you feel like that you're supposed to be doing in this season. But then at the same time, you're not turning it up at the level that you feel like you need to be turning it up at. You know what I mean? So you got one person who's just ignoring the call, but then you have someone who understands the call, but they're being lackadaisical with the call that they're walking in. And that is comfortability, and it's going to cost you everything that you said that you wanted to go after. So in today's video, man, I just want to essentially be a coach for you, and bro, let's just say turn it up. Like, let's turn it up. And I'm not asking you to do anything outside of your own capability. This is not what I'm asking. I'm not asking you to jump off a building and fly like you got wings or shoot around the city like you Spider-Man or Batman. Do you understand what I'm saying? I'm telling you to walk into the things that you know you're supposed to be doing and doing it like this is the last thing that you will ever do for the rest of your life. Like, how can you perfect your routine that you're doing right now? How can you go 100 times, like 100% on what you're doing? Not 95, not 80%, right? Not playing with something that you've been gifted, a talent that you've been gifted. You got to understand, man, there's a lot of people currently right now that are wishing that they even had a sign, that they even had a conversation that would lead them to something that they've been called to do. And you just here acting like, man, this is just an everyday thing. Well, I keep on having these conversations with these people, and, that's just a normal conversation. Or I actually start to understand my purpose and my calling, and I'm not developing myself in the proper way for me to be able to excel and for me to be able to be pushed out into this thing. So God can actually use me for what he has called me to do it. You playing with a blessing. Or you hiding talent because you're scared. And if that's the real case, you got to be real with yourself, and that's okay. Like, and I appreciate you for being honest. And now you can just, okay, transition to that, bro. You can chop it up with me, bro. That's why I created a community with other like-minded individuals so we can talk to each other and keep each other accountable. And I'll make sure I leave that in the link down below. It's called The Forge. If that's the problem, you know what I mean? If you're fearful, you don't know what to do, you've been trying to know how to construct it the proper way. Okay, cool. That's all good. Like that's what the resource is there for. Well, other than that, bro, you tripping, man. You tripping, bro. Like, I'm gonna have to just keep it 100 with you and just be honest with you. You're tripping. You're tripping, bro. And it's just because I don't know if the people around you not pushing you, or you just kind of, been conformed to your environment, be a little lackadaisical. You may have kids, you may have a wife, and you just got in this routine and everything feels good. Like, you live in this fulfilled life, and God bless you, bro. I'm happy for you. But then at the same time, bro, when you say you want to give your life to Christ, and if you haven't yet, you're going to, you know what I mean? This ain't forceful, but I understand how this thing works, man. So God is coming for your heart, bro, if you haven't made that decision. But for the people who have, right, when you make that decision, you said, I'm going to die to myself and I'm going to give my life to Christ. That doesn't stop when you're 30. That doesn't stop when you're 50. That doesn't stop when you're 75. It's until you are off this earth. So he can use you at 90 years old. You can find your purpose at 90 years old and fulfill that. You understand what I'm saying? So there's no limitation when you're walking with the Father, man. So I just want to encourage you, man. I want to push you. I want you to walk into something and do something that's going to be great. That's going to be fulfilling to you, man. It's going to be fulfilling. But you just got to say yes to it and recognize who you are. Recognize where you at. You know what you're feeling. You know you more than I know you. I'm talking to you through a screen. You know what I mean? Till we have an opportunity to meet each other in person, man. But I want to push you, bro. Like, go. And if you still at that time where you still just trying to figure it out, like you haven't either felt the sense of comfortability, or you haven't even felt the call, bro, continue to do what you're doing. Keep walking. But obviously, that's what I talked about in the beginning of this video, man, where I'm dividing up in two different types of people, and we're running at a pace. And like I said, too, this is not nothing I'm asking you that's outside of your capability. I'm not a guy that's telling you to work 80 hours a week and fully burn yourself out. But you got to understand who you're walking with, the Almighty God. You understand what I'm saying? So you're keeping up with pace with him. He's going to guide you. He's going to fulfill you. He's going to give you that energy to keep on going. But do not be lackadaisical, bro. Do not be like the man who bought back the exact talent that God gave him because he was scared to do anything with it, that he hid it. You want to bring back 10 of them things. He gave you one, bring back 20, bring back 30. You know what I mean? You want to be abundant. You want to be fruitful and multiply. Like, that's what we've been called here to do. Right? So don't be lackadaisical with this thing, man. Like I said, today was just an inspiration, encouraging video, man, to keep on going, push you, take things to another level because you got it inside you. And it's going to be at the proper pace. I ain't telling you to drop everything today, but do one thing today. Do one thing today that can take you to the next level. Do one thing today that you can develop yourself for the purpose and the calling that you feel like you have in your life. And bro, say yes. And I promise you'll be the best decision in your life. This little AC unit out there just kind of, man, they don't want me to be great. So I'm gonna let you enjoy the rest of your day. I'm proud of you, bro. I'm proud of you. I'm excited to see what God does in your life, but you got to keep on going. Take one step at another. You taking a step, listen. Taking a step, listen. Taking a step and listen. And he gonna be right there with you all the way. All right, love you, my guy. I'll catch you tomorrow for the next one. Go.